Swedenborg Association of Australia notes from Swedenborg number 3, being useful. At first glance, being useful doesn't really seem to be a very spiritual idea. Most of us know that being useful matters. It helps others and it helps ourselves. It gets things done, and in communal life there is always a lot of scope for being useful. For example, volunteering is very popular. So why does Swedenborg, a writer on spiritual things, keep emphasizing that being useful is a primary function in spiritual life? Let's first throw in a few actual statements he makes about this. Angelic life lies in being useful, and angelic happiness does too, in putting into life the good that is in loving and kindness. Another, in the next life, everyone must be useful because no one is ever born for any other reason than being of use, first in this world and then in the next life, by God's good pleasure. Another, everything in our body, down to the last detail, carries out a use to the whole, even excreting. And finally, heaven itself is a kingdom of uses. All these suggest that just being alive is connected to serving some use or other, and maybe several, and some of these we might never even know anything about. It also suggests that an idle, wasteful life goes against the idea of usefulness and eventually makes us pretty unhappy and bewildered. Just do something and do it for somebody else. It's not that we are meant to always be going around busily doing good, because that isn't that good for us, and other people can get irritated by it. Here, let me do that for you. No, leave me alone. This kind of approach can also lead us to want some reward for doing things, or feel that we are meriting a special place in heaven. But all this misses the real point that heaven is us being fulfilled through serving others and serving God's purpose. So let's run through a number of ways in which people can be useful to each other. Some people are good at feeling things, empathizing, supporting and so on. They're good at encouraging and reassuring people. Some people are good at thinking and expressing ideas. They're good at explaining and helping people understand things. Some people are good at doing things. They're pretty organised, efficient, and they know how to complete things. And perhaps some people are a mixture of these and have a good balance in their makeup. Here are some less obvious uses. Some people don't say or do that much, but they're quietly very, very present, maybe observing things or giving a vibe which can steady a group and calm things down. Some people are good at relating things to their own experience and sharing it without pushing it too much. I knew someone who always said, "Have you ever thought about it like this?" And truly, most of us remember something someone said just in passing, which has always stayed with us. And who knows, maybe we've done that for someone else, but wonderfully we'll never know. Let's move on to an interesting connection between being useful and being spiritual. Swedenborg tells us that everything is a correspondence, and as above, so below. a symbol or representation of our inner states and processes. This is a very big subject, but for now, just imagine you are digging, turning over the soil in the garden, or washing up, or mending a bicycle chain. Surely there's nothing spiritual about these. But on another level, yes, there is. Digging the soil is bringing what was underneath and hidden up to the surface. So it symbolises us examining ourselves, looking carefully at how we are and have been. Washing up cleans off food and stuff. So it symbolises us choosing to now not leave old attitudes in place, but to put them away from us. Mending a bike chain might mean many things, like keeping connections, living in a good rhythm, perhaps going places and having a goal in view. Over all this is God, who creates everything and also each of us. Our existence is intended and has a unique part and purpose, which we discover primarily in being useful. And underneath all this is us with other people, giving, receiving, sharing, caring, here and in eternal life. And it doesn't get better than that.